joining us. The 38th Jasper Strassenfest was in full attendance by many from the community and also visiting guests. One of the key points of the opening ceremony was a proclamation given by Jasper Mayor Terry Seitz.
And now, in accordance with the authority vested in me by the Constitution of the State of Indiana, I, Terry Seitz, Mayor of the City of Jasper, proclaim the dates of August 4th through the 7th, 2016, be set aside for the 38th Annual Jasper Strassenfest, and I encourage you to celebrate 200 years of Indiana German style.
This proclamation was also a highlight as running candidate for Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb was present to partake in the occasion. Holcomb also shares his perspective of the significance to attend an event such as the Strassenfest, but to also be able to speak with community members.
My gosh, you just wade through the masses of people on the opening kickoff of Strassenfest. It's such a special time. Obviously, this is such a unique community, one of Indiana's finest, and it just oozes with pride for good reason. And so to be here at the kickoff, I was here last year at the parade. It was also hot. I think it's the longest parade route in the state of Indiana, but worth every step.
Holcomb was also present at the train depot prior to the Strassenfest opening ceremony to speak at the Trump-Pence rally put on by the DuBois County GOP, who were handing signs and t-shirts to supporters. During the opening ceremony, the 2016 Miss Jasper Strassenfest, Vanessa Hickman, as well as the rest of the court and pageant participants were acknowledged. Another momentous occasion at the opening ceremony was a speech from co-health marshals Dave and Janet Klemper, who commemorated the German immigrants as the foundation of what is now Jasper, and also encouraged the community to embrace the new wave of immigrants with the same search of home and community that the Jasper ancestors held when they arrived.
Jasper always does it best. We welcome everyone to see the German immigration exhibit at the museum that tells the story of the early Germans coming. And here tonight, we welcome not only people of German ancestry, but those of every nationality. Our ancestors left Germany around 1850 for opportunity, and the same as people all over the world leave their homes. In this century, people are doing the same. Thank all of you for coming to help us celebrate our heritage. Viel Spaß. Have fun.
The Klempers also encouraged the community of Jasper and guests to visit the DuBois County Museum to have a more in-depth awareness of its rich history.
As far as Jasper is concerned, Jasper has got a very, very rich history, and it dates back to the 1830 when it was named Jasper. And there's a lot of stories about that too, and I can tell you them when at the museum. Also, Indiana is a very great place to live. DuBois County is a fantastic place to live, and I think we live in the greatest country there is in the world. And I hope everybody agrees with me with that.
Those who were responsible for putting on such a grand event that is still ongoing is second year Andrea Gremmelsbacher and others from the committee. Gremmelsbacher shared that she was honored to have been able to be trusted with such a traditional and important event such as the Strassenfest. The Strassenfest continues today through the weekend. The dedication of the mural on 6th and Newton Street on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. and then the parade on Sunday. Officials with the Jasper Police Department would like to provide awareness and also remind the public about safe precautions while driving as the school session is near coming up next week. The Jasper Police Department would like to ask drivers to drive with care and caution. Drivers should expect increased enforcement in and around school zones where speed limits are reduced and anywhere the buses are loading or unloading either at the schools or along bus routes through the city. They would like to remind that Indiana law requires that drivers reduce their speed in all school zones and when children are present. Indiana law also requires that when a school bus has activated the stop arm, all traffic must come to a complete stop until the stop arm has been deactivated and then the bus is underway again. Currently, traffic fines are around $139 and will usually end up with points being assessed to a driver's license. They also advise that drivers slow down in neighborhoods and around schools and pay attention for children in crosswalks and near the roadways. Using proper cautions, such as using your headlights, is strongly encouraged, not only when it's dark but also during rain, fog, and snow, so that children can see approaching vehicles. The Jasper Police Department encourages the city of Jasper and everyone to have a safe school year. According to a release of information, deputies with the DuBois County Sheriff's Department were called to a single vehicle accident at the intersection of Country Road 300 North and Country Road 325 East and instead found the vehicle in a cornfield. As the deputies arrived at about 1 a.m. this morning, they found the vehicle east of the intersection in a cornfield. Deputies spoke with the driver of the 2005 Pontiac who had an apparent ankle injury, and EMS was called to the scene. She was checked on scene, however, refused treatment and was transported to the hospital by private vehicle. Officials say that after investigating and speaking with 23-year-old Courtney Sullivan, it was determined that Sullivan had been traveling east on Country Road 300 North, approaching Country Road 325 East. Sullivan said she noticed a deer off the side of the roadway and had become distracted. Officials say Sullivan had failed to notice the stop sign at the intersection and then drove through the intersection up an embankment and into a cornfield about 55 feet off the roadway, damaging some corn. Sullivan's vehicle was totaled and had been towed from the scene. Deputies were assisted on scene by Memorial Hospital EMS, the DuBois First Responders, and Wrecker Service from Eubler & Sons. Authorities are seeking the public's assistance after a gray SUV caused another vehicle to drive off the road to avoid a crash. At around 7 p.m. Thursday evening, authorities responded to the incident where 19-year-old Kelsey Heckel told authorities she was traveling northbound on South Newton Street between Hoaxung and Church Avenue. Heckel described that the gray SUV crossed the center line, causing her to drive off the road to avoid a collision. No injuries were reported. The estimated damage to Heckel's 2012 Chevy Cruze resulted in $3,500. Officials canvassed the area and were unable to locate the other vehicle during the search. Anyone with information regarding this accident can contact the Jasper Police Department at 812-482-2255. Officials with the Jasper Police Department would like to remind citizens to contact the Jasper Police Department immediately if someone is observed driving in a reckless manner. Stay tuned. Weather and sports still to come on 18 WJTS News.